All right, going live on this because what the hell. Good morning, wherever you guys are. This is Maki in the morning, and yeah, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this whole situation that was blowing up last night. It's all over the place. So for I know I see Bowser in the chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Just sorry. Anyway, so we for those who don't know, those who are just hasn't caught up with what was going on last night. So there was report multiple sources, of course. Multiple sources have brought this up that actress Gina Carano, is well known as Cara Dune in The Mandalorian, has been fired and has been fired from Lucasfilm and has been taken basically fired from any future Star Wars projects, mainly over a tweet that she posted yesterday on her Instagram. So everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's been talking about it. I've been watching just a bunch of videos last night as it was happening. We got the news on. I first heard about it on Mary Mayhem's channel, for the Beta Minutes last night. And then Drunk 3PO. They were Drunk 3PO. He was still doing his charity stream at the time. So everybody would start to catch wind of what was going on. Twitter was absolutely blowing up over it. It's just absolutely insane. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna send an advice here. Everybody who wants to jump on. Let's see. Sorry. Okay. Shit. All right. Anyway, so this whole situation last night sparked, just absolute insanity from, both sides of fans of Gina Carano and anti-fans of Gina Carano, just, both sides of the situation. And it is just, it's just insane. It is absolutely insane. I was watching, Down in the Comments was covering it. I was watching this on, what was it? So I saw Jeremy's video. I saw your boy Zach's video. I think your boy Zach had one of the best responses, and I do agree with him in a way on that one. Ryan Kinnell, Peel versus Babyface, Clownfish TV. Everybody's talking about it. Mark with a C. This situation has been. Oh my god! I don't even know what's going on. And on top of that, the hashtag, cancel Disney Plus was trending. I saw, my boy Black Sage D was every single person I knew was canceling their Disney Plus subscription in the wake of this news. And I can't blame them one bit. and I'll get into it why I'm not boycotting, only because I don't have Disney Plus and never watched Mandalorian. So what happened? So the tweet was essentially, or should I say, the post that she did on Instagram. It was it was shut down. She took it down. They had to take it down before the firing and everything happened. And the tweet was a photo of the kind of an allegory of Republicans. Republicans nowadays, especially on social media, with them getting banned and deplatformed, outlaw stuff, comparison to how Jewish people were treated during WW2, during the Holocaust and such like that. And I'm coming from Midnight's Edge, who is streaming right now. They just got heated. It's got very heated, especially with Uche, Uche and everybody talking about it. Uche and Andy Signor talking about it. For me personally, I personally feel that was. I agree with Uche that I think it was wrong. I do think that I do think ultimately, and with Doomcock as well, I think it was wrong. I think it was wrong to her kind of make a post like that, to make an kind of allegory like that as well. But at the same time, but I'm also in the camp that I think that the people who were really set out to destroy Gina, to ruin her life, ruin her career and everything, they blew this out of proportion. I think the mainstream media blew this out of proportion. And with Yale Flash made a point on his video that I saw that when I woke up this morning, that I think people, Disney, Lucasfilm, firing Gina, I think you ended up proving her point. I think you might have just made her. I think you just proved her point and made her point, right. Because, especially considering the fact that Gina has been such a big target for the past, couple of months, ever since the whole, her not putting pronouns in her bio on Twitter, and bop boop, and not saying BLM or trans rights or anything like that. It oh my god, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure what's to best to come out of this, and how I truly feel about this. Like, personally, I think that in a way, I think it didn't have to, and I agree with Balzette. I think that she didn't have to take the allegory. She didn't have to make the allegory dismissal. And what's wrong with the leftists? Yeah, and I agree. And I think that if I personally think I think that it might have been wrong, especially in this climate, or for her to make something like that. But at the same time, did she deserve to be fired for it? No, I don't think she deserved to be fired for that. I think I personally think that she probably should have had a same talking to, the same way that we saw with Pedro Pascal. But the thing is, Pedro was kind of got a slap on the wrist for his tweet and such. So I personally think if you were going to punch Gina like that for making basically a similar tweet that Pedro Pascal was making a few months ago, then I think both should be punished, or should have had at least the same punishment. You know what I mean? But it's Lucas. But the thing is, this is Disney. This is Lucasfilm. This is Catholic entity. They've been having it out for Gina for months. There's so many people And I bet you there's a lot of people in Lucasfilm that are celebrating right now over this. They're secretly celebrating right now. This is this it. I'm just like I'm, I'm done. I think I'm gonna officially put it. I don't know if it's officially put it. And I'm gonna say this, and I know I don't curse on this on my channel, hardly curse on my channel, but I'm gonna have to say it. Fuck Lucasfilm. Just fuck Lucasfilm. Fuck Disney as well. So yeah, I'm you. This is wrong. This is this is this is the wrong way. But it shows Lucasfilm's clear hatred and disdain for. Well, yeah, cool. Well, yeah, Wookiee supremacy. You got a good point. They're probably celebrating this out loud, but yeah, this just Lucasfilm clearly had a hate on for Gina Carano, and just because she's had the ire of the fans behind her. She's had the support, love support from the fan base and the fact that she doesn't really bend the knee. She doesn't really kneel, unlike. Well, to be fair, you could say that, before this, there was always talk about her, having to apologize to Disney for the tweets that she made. And yeah, that's definitely a perfect grounds to say, people don't want to support Gina for not, for being the need of Disney. And you can definitely point that as an example. And, I'm just, if anything, I'm just like, what is there? Yeah, it should tell you what Disney's intentions are. Like, what is there to support in what Disney is doing nowadays? Like, why do I want to support a company like that? Why would I want to support Lucasfilm anymore? Like, you can say that Favreau, Filoni, they're doing their own thing. They're doing trying to do their own thing with the things with Mandalorian and their own projects and such, but just the fuck. Did I put in the wrong chat? Oh shit. Okay, 1 second, guys. I think I may have missed the mark on this one. Go on, talk about this. Anyway, so yeah, my fourth way chat, Mandalorian, everything's just kind of blowing up. It's just this shit is just what the hell. But I can't support Disney. I just like, why should I support Disney anymore? What is there to support Disney? Like, I stopped supporting Disney after The Last Jedi. I stopped supporting. I see what Disney's true evil intentions they are, and I think they are an evil company, in my opinion. They're an evil monopolistic company. But the thing is that a lot of people who still were, I guess, some people who were still holding on to Star Wars with the Mandalorian and such, and I understand that crowd, but me personally, I never watched it. I never watched Mandalorian. I never watched anything on Disney Plus, so I can't really join in on the boycott because I was never I was never into it in the first place. Just because I never watched Disney Plus in the first place. So but I understand the people who were still holding on to just that little thing that was left of Lucasfilm, of damn, holding on to what was left of Disney, Lucasfilm, and the Mandalorian. I understand that, and that was the thing that they were holding on to was the Mandalorian. The thing that was they were holding on to was, you know, seeing someone in Lucasfilm, in Disney, who weren't so antagonistic, who weren't so, you know, who didn't hate their own fan base, and that one person was Gina Carano. So, I completely understand is like when they took her word of it, they were done. They were done with Disney. They were done with Lucasfilm. They were done with everything that they were putting out. That's why, hence why last night the whole cancel Disney Plus thing was trending big time. This shit, man. I was like, I'm done. I'm personally, I'm finished with Disney and Lucasfilm. I was done with them during the, after Last Jedi and after how they treated, the fan base, how they treated everybody here. That's why, the Phantom Menace was created because of that crap, because of this. And sorry if I'm not getting my voice, trying to get my trying to get my feelings out as I can. This is just abhorrent. It's like, what is there, and I want to ask you guys there, what is there to support with Disney? What is there left to support with Lucasfilm? There's even talks about the whole Amber Heard being a part of Lucasfilm, being a part of Star Wars with the with Leslie Headlands, the Acolyte. This is just stuff to shut, man. I don't know. But how do I feel about Gina? Okay. I'm doing this because I want to continue supporting Gina regardless, because she's legitimately good. Despite what she said, despite what happened last night, she's someone who's legitimately loves her fan base. She legitimately loves them to death. She's very appreciative of them, and in some ways, she was, and she still can be the canary in the coal mine, even outside Disney. So we don't know what's going to happen with her, especially considering the fact that her talent agency dropped her as well. So we're we're not sure what's going to happen with her career now. What's going to happen with how everything's going to go in for her. It's the question is is her career over after this? And me personally, I hope and pray it doesn't. I hope that she can bounce back from this. But if anything, it might be it for her as far as Hollywood goes. It might be for, because I'm like I said, I'm hoping that's not the case. But it's just crazy out there, guys. And if I could offer at least some bit of advice for those who aren't on Twitter, for those who aren't on social media and such, you can stay off. It's important. And speaking of which, hey buddy, hey Jer,
what's going on?
Everybody's talking about it. United States talking about it. well, Midnight Edge is getting a heated debate with it. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just get on the I'll get on the mic and start talking about it. And I know I saw Fourth Wave is just you guys are doing that in the chat as well. So,
well, if this doesn't let people know that, folks, we are right now fighting for our very existence. And I want everybody to take a step back and think about that, because we are fighting for our existence and ability to think freely. I mean, it's gone beyond the speech aspect. We are now being persecuted for wrong think and being persecuted for being individuals, you know, and we need to fight for what we believe in. We need to fight for the values that common sense says should be present in our society, but they're not.
They're not.
You know, meritocracy has gone out the window, and it needs to make a comeback, and we have to affect that change where it will make a comeback. And I know many of you talented creators. I see Scott in the chat. I see Cooper in the chat. What's up, Coop? You know, I see Bowsette and Emerald Torres, Christina. You know, a lot of people. Listen, many of you are creators, and we have to band together, use our various industries, our various platforms, and we're going to have to ramp up the culture war in earnest, guys. It's just where we're at. We need to, you know, start getting loud. I mean, we've made some strides as a community, and they know who we are. They know we're on the radar. This Sporking remembers when J.J. Abrams himself acknowledged us. So they know. But the thing is we need to really amplify that volume. We need to get out there and do what we can, because, you know, otherwise we're going to be purged essentially out of the social media space. We're going to be, you know, where does it end? Because it's very easy for these people, because we're already dehumanized in their eyes. It's very easy for these people to take that to another level and say, oh, well, we just don't need those type of people alive anymore. They're all Nazis. You know, and if you think about it, we're not far from that. Remember, there's people, really unhinged people on that side, or following that line of thinking, that even now think that we should be lined up in front of firing squads. I'm not kidding you. That's been proven. If you watch some of the Project Veritas videos, you guys will see that. I mean, it's crazy. So we have to step it up, and we have to stand together on the side of free speech, free thought, individualism, and the values that we believe in. So, you know, it's crazy what's going on right now. I mean, and things are getting increasingly authoritarian, and we got to take a stand, guys.
And, you know, first thing I want to bring up is...
Yeah, I saw that, Scott.
First thing I bring up is Red Gaze Hale, and he makes a good point. Yeah, listen, you can still, you know, watch some of the stuff on Disney Plus and stuff, but I'll highly implore you guys to really go out there and create your own, build your own industry. That's why, you know, CG is a thing, hence why, the
Yeah.
indie stuff is bigger than ever. Hence why, I want to see Sunsworn be that, next Star Wars and such. I want to see all that, I want to see indie. I want to see us be able to move on to the next level of just now actually building the industry. We're actually building it, and the thing is that's happening now, is that we are building our own industry. We may not have the tech, we may not have the the budget or stuff, but we are making our own stuff. We're it's all creatively owned. It's all independent backed. That's yeah. Create your own create your own path to success. Create your own as well, and another thing I want to bring up is that Culture said it on West Movie Stream last night. To anybody who thinks that, the Phantom Menace didn't have any impact on what Disney Star Wars has been doing, yeah, I beg to I disagree on that. We
did. We did, but the thing is now I think that it's going to go like 2 or 3 steps backwards because of this now, and I guarantee you that the more we speak out, the more they'll try to punish us by taking it in the other direction even further, because that's what Hollywood does. That's what the entertainment industry does right now. When we go and call them on their bullshit, when we go and point out their hypocrisy and point out the flimsy principles that their supposed worldview is built on, well, they decide they're like juvenile 6-year-olds. They say, "Oh, we're going to punish you," and they'll take and absolutely ruin something just to make a point, and that's probably what they're going to do. And Bowsette, they will lose more money, but they don't care. That's the thing. Yeah. They don't care about the money. It's not about the money for them. It's about making a political point. And and they are so on board with this worldview and authoritarian sort of regime that is pushing it. They're not going to stop anytime soon. Nope. And they're definitely going to ramp it up against us now that we've stood up and made a stand for Gina Carano. Oh, they're noticing it right now, I'm sure.
That's why that's why I'm like, listen, in some way is sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't care.
We'll go full screen.
I'm sitting here like munching on goldfish crackers anyway. Which, by the way, in no way am I like endorsing them as a sponsor. I wish Goldfish would sponsor me, but because goldfish crackers do rock. But yeah,
you know what?
Crazy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I noticed that, like, before the coup for all this happened, Disney was already on the on the decline. People weren't. It seems like
you're not.
Everything that was going on is just like people are starting to wake up.
Yeah, Parrot Head, you're not wrong about that.
But, seeing all this is just like, what is, and I want to ask you this, Drew, what's there left to support for Disney?
There is nothing left to support, because the thing is, I mean, when you break it down, okay, Walt Disney himself, and we've made this point before too, would be canceled today.
Yep.
He would be called every name in the book. He'd be called every kind of ist. He'd be called a fascist, of course. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the guy because the guy was very outspoken against communism, because he knew that it was a ruinous form of government, and pointed it out. And he was a patriotic American, which obviously nowadays is hated. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. He would be absolutely 100% canceled. And the hypocrisy of the whole thing. Disney hates their own founder. They hate their own product.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And what? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I know it's I know this might be the more cynical take about this, is that everybody's doing the cancel, Disney Plus, everything cancel Disney Plus trend. I think at the time, because Disney's investment call is, if I'm correct, today.
Yes.
Will it help in the long run though?
No.
That's the thing.
Probably not.
But that's the sad thing is it's not gonna it's not gonna help in the long run. It's always gonna be just like a short burst. Yeah, you get what you deserve, but you get what you deserve now because, Norman crowd and such, they're going to forget it in the long run, sadly.
They're a megacorp, so they've got billions to burn through before they're really hurt. Yep. But the thing is it still makes an impact, because just making the stand makes a point. And
Thomas,
and us making the stand for Gina does make a point. And it's a point that is not just driven home to Disney. It's driven home to the woke charts that follow this really just destructive and dangerous ideology that they do, because they're gonna eventually, somebody on that side is gonna eventually start to think, why are so many people actually fighting against this ideology? Maybe this ideology isn't what it seems. And if we can affect that change one day at a time, then that's a good thing. But
I've always believed that, to say that, it was like, oh, we're losing, they're winning, and all that stuff. Here's the thing, is that even though it might not be long term for us, it may be long term for them. Because I do believe, and hear me out, I do believe that the people who are saying like, oh, we're winning, oh, we can't just say we're all making these changes, F them, F the incels, F these, and yeah, reality is gonna hit them really hard at some point.
Throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that reality is not kind.
God damn it,
to no. Reality isn't kind to no one, and they're gonna feel the face of it at some point. So
I will.
So a lot of times it's just like, you know what? Just keep talking. You'll see what happens in the end. Karma's gonna come after everyone at some point.
Yeah, it really is. Mm-hmm. It really is, because
it just takes a long time to do it, but it's gonna happen.
It's one of those things that's
hey, Mama Bear.
It's one of those things that is going to come back and bite them in the ass. But these people, the problem with them is they believe this garbage. They believe that they're so virtuous and righteous.
No one is impervious.
But the irony of it is, it's going to be the very thing that destroys them, and that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to be happening. It's just that this whole mindset, it's it's going to bite them back in the ass because it's been historically proven to not to not work, and it's something that eats that goes after everyone. It doesn't. It takes that.
And hail Mads, Mama Bear, good to see
Hail
you.
Mama Bear.
But yeah, because just logically, when they get done purging us out of everything, who else is left? Well, they're going to turn
themselves,
on
each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the nature of the beast.
Yep. Exactly.
That's how it is. But it's just all of this is going on, and like, let me ask you this, and I know you probably know the answer to this, but do you see any way that Gina can recover from this, or Gina can bounce, or some way that Gina can bounce back from this?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think she's. Although she may be fired, from things at Lucasfilm, I don't think that she's going to be completely blacklisted.
No, she built a huge fan base. Okay, I don't think people realize that her popularity. Like, if you just go back like a month or two ago, her popularity. I mean, among like female stars, she was up there, like top 5.
Yep.
I mean, she's got a huge fan base.
Yep.
And by going after her, canceling her, well, guess what? The next project that she's in, even if it's an independent movie, whether it be independent sci-fi movie, whether it be a horror movie, something like that, man, people are going to be all over it.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, she's going to land on her feet because I can promise you, with her talent and the way that people support her, she's a moneymaker.
Oh yeah. Listen. I think my boy Black Sage D made a post last night. I thought that was funny, but I was like, yeah. See, listen, Gina, we got some, there's some stuff in like, TFM, CG and such, and the independent stuff that we're trying to get off the ground. We'd love to have you. You can do some voice work or something for us. I'm just saying. That's
well, I thought it was really cool. Antonio Sabato Jr., who has started a basically a Hollywood studio for people that are free thinkers, conservatives, whatever, but the ones that actively get discouraged, from getting jobs in the industry, things of that nature. He started a studio for that reason, and he put out a nice tweet out there, backing Gina and saying, if she wants to get involved with the project for his studio, that would be good. So that's an option. The guy has some name recognition, and you're probably going to see a fair number of in front of the camera talent and behind the camera talent go over and start creating projects in that studio. So yeah, and Emerald Torres makes a good point.
Great point.
She would get a huge backing if she started her own studio as well. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be behind that 100%. I'd be like, so I don't think it's. I guess as much as I say, it's like, yeah, I know it's kind of looks grim, but there's I still gotta have at least some bit of hope, or at least some bit of maybe not optimism, but just at least some hope. And I think and I think for Gina, I think it's not going to end. I think it's not going to end as bad as we think it is, only because she's built up such a huge supportive fan base, and I mean very supportive fan base.
Yeah, even if she does like what because I know my friend that was in Stargate and whatnot, Simone Bailey. Simone started a YouTube channel and she took off pretty good. Even if Gina just got involved in the YouTube game,
Do it,
and
Gina.
she
Do it.
and she
Do it.
and she started her own channel. Her channel's gonna blow up overnight. You thought Brie Larson blew up, man. She'll pass.
She will be at 1 million in under a week, in under a couple of days. She'll be at 1 million subs in only a few days, or even a few hours. I'm just saying, Gina, start YouTube, start independent, do your own thing, because I think they don't. And here's the thing: is she has a bright sense of optimism as well. So that she's probably not worried. It's probably not going to bother her too much. At least.
Well, I'm sure. This week is not probably one of her greatest weeks in life.
No.
I mean, I'm sure that it probably hit her pretty good, probably bothered her, and it sucks. This was completely mean-spirited. It was completely politically motivated. It was an absolute hit job, and that's what they wanted. They just wanted to ruin someone. But going forward, I think she's going to shine because she's a fighter. But the thing that's going to come back to haunt them, and I want to make this point, is this is one cancellation that's really going to be, and using one of their favorite words, problematic. And I can tell you guys why, because
listen,
remember, Gina had a built-in fan base before she got into movies and television from her MMA career, and now she has got an extremely vast and large fan base.
And here's the thing: the normies, normal people, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on here. They may forget. Over time, but Gina's fans, the people who have supported her, especially with guys like Drunk and stuff, they're not going to forget.
No,
they won't forget. They'll make sure to let other people know what happened. So I do think that
back when she was fighting, she was the reason I would watch women's MMA. Her and when Rousey was coming up, I watched them too all the time.
No, and like I said, Gina's somebody's I've always enjoyed. I've always enjoyed seeing her screen, especially during Deadpool, especially during Furious 6 and such. So I'm always happy to see her. So and you know what, you made Yell Flash made this great point. Listen, and I said this earlier. Listen, you can say that. I do think that what Gina posted was a little too.
I don't really think so.
Just let me finish. It was a little too. I think it might have been a little too much on the wrong. I think it should have been much more subtle about it. However, with Disney and everybody firing her, you just proved her right.
Oh, absolutely!
You just proved her right. That's.
I think it was actually. I think Makini, it was actually apropos because the thing of it is, when it gets down to the core value of that post, what it's saying is, if you don't learn from history, you're doomed
to repeat it.
Yes, exactly.
Yep, and she was right.
And that is exactly what she's pointing out, and she is right. Because if this nonsense continues, and I'm talking across culturally, across every line, we are headed, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed to a revolution. That we're going to be backed in the corner where we may literally have to fight a revolution to get some normalcy back. And I am not kidding about that. And I don't want it to come to that. Nobody wants it to come to that. But we may really have to fight a revolution. I just want to impress upon you that is a very real possibility if this continues to go on unchecked.
Exactly. And I'm gonna steer away from this just a little bit, but I'm gonna try to drive it back here.
Okay.
So before this Gina Carano firing, everything, what was going on was right in my wheelhouse. The reactions to Anna's redraw of She-Hulk, the Mass Effect,
the
Mass Effect booty cake,
the ass effect. That's what we call it. The ass effect.
I'm bringing this up because this is where I'll say this multiple times. This is where I feel that this is where my fight is in this culture war.
Yep.
This is where my fight is because I fear that in the future, freedom of expression might be outlawed. That it's with the Mass Effect thing, it's censorship. It's the slowly rise. It's a slow rise of censorship.
AP makes a good point, and yo, AP, what up, my dude?
Hey, Paul.
He said, I think Gina will sue Disney, and yeah, I think that if she gets the right lawyer, I mean, she has a hell of a case here.
Right. Yeah, I was going to ask, like, what kind of case does she have?
Wrongful termination from what?
Wrongful termination, yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, it's ridiculous that you can fire someone on the grounds of what's on their social media. It's absolutely stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because if that was the case, then a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, would have been fired for their social media posts a long time ago.
Yeah.
Especially Pedro.
Not just him. Look at the shit that we reported on with Christina Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her tweets were crazy racist against white people. But, you know, the prevailing attitude is
downright evil.
The prevailing attitude, or at least they want you to think the prevailing attitude in culture is that, well, it's okay to say anything that you so choose about white people because they don't count. You know, you're not being racist if you say things about white people. You know, even now they're lumping in Asian people with that. If you look at the Asian people under attack around San Francisco, all the violence against Asian people, they're taking and turning us into a scapegoat. Now we're not in the cool club anymore either, so it's okay to discriminate against us too, because you know they try to say that we have privilege now, and so yeah, it's just it's getting crazy. It's absolute political discrimination, just what Darth Haster said right there, and yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no call for it to be that way. No. You know, and this comes again from the bullshit social constructs that builds their house of cards of their worldview and ideology. And you know, we could have a discussion about this all day, guys, because you know, this goes back decades. This goes back to
we're not, because I've already Drew knows no, we don't do politics here, but unfortunately, because of this situation, we may have to. Toes in here, but not too far. Let's
no. But it does go back decades, because this was a purposeful infiltration of culture and specific industries in order to affect the minds of people to get them to subscribe to this way of thinking. And again, this goes back decades, starting with academia is the first place they went into, and then from there it spread out to the news and the entertainment industry and so on and so forth. So this has been in the works for a very long time, and all I can say now is continue to fight against it, but just be aware that you know where it came from. You know that it's built on a lot of bullshit principles, and pay attention to, the fact that just preach reality. You guys know when you walk out the door, the sky is blue. When these people look out the window, they think the sky is purple. They'll swear up and down to everybody that it's purple, but guess what? It's not. We know because we actually walk out of the house, walk out of the door, that the sky is blue. So don't let the purple sky people win and call out their nonsense.
Mm-hmm. And I've learned that, there's people who've been able to kind of speak out about this in their very own way. A lot of times it's just, even if it doesn't have to be vocal, they do it through their art, like what I'm doing. They do it through stuff they might have to.
Well, you know that when I write stuff, I have 0 F's given. I don't care if I offend those people because Lord knows I get attacked by them all the time anyway. So, yeah, I'm not worried. So, yeah,
no.
I'll just keep writing.
Like, what's funny thing is that I noticed I was getting a lot of likes on one of my older Cara Dune streams. It was just weird, I guess, because it was trending, and one of my Cara Dune stuff was trending, and I got a couple people on the fire Gina Carano side saying, yeah, she just got fired, she deserved it and such. And I'm just like, all right, well, that's that's how you feel then, I guess. I didn't respond. I just let it go. I just like, okay. Like I should. It's not worth it.
Hey, hail Bruce Lombardo. Good to see you.
Hey Bruce, if you wanna it's been a crazy day. Crazy day.
It is.
And he's at a truck stop.
And there's gonna be like there's gonna be a holy like metric ton of videos across the entire platform on this subject, and they do a better thing than we do. They do a lot of those things, stuff than us. I haven't made a video about it. I might be the only one. But.
That's fair. I think when I started this stream, my mindset is, okay, this Cara Dune illustration I'm doing, this may as well be the last thing of Star Wars that I may do from here on. I'm just like, I'm done. Just like after this, I'm not doing any more Star Wars stuff. I'm not doing any more just Star Wars related stuff, just because I truly hate Lucasfilm for how they treat the people who are having the keys to the kingdom, the holes in the franchise and stuff we've said for years. Yeah. I truly hate how they treat people. I truly hate how they treat the fans.
I want to address what AP said. Does Gina have a lawyer? Yeah, I'm sure there won't be any shortage of lawyers that'll step up and represent her. I know
Gina's got more clout than that dumbass who put Gorilla Glue in their hair.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Nick Ricada would probably do it. I mean, there's a ton of lawyers out there that.
There's a ton of people who would step up to that. So. Just because for their own nefarious reasons, of course, I know, and some for personal gain, some because they do want to support Gina, and some because
Well,
hate Disney too. They hate
Well,
Disney
yeah.
as well.
well, most lawyers are mercenaries. I mean, that's the way it is. But if you got the money to pay, they'll put together a hell of a defense.
Well, I think so, AP. I do. But I don't think it's going to be long term, though. I just don't think it's going to be long. I only say I don't think it's going to be long term because I don't, like we've said before, is that like you have a lot of the normie crowd who doesn't know what's going on. They're going to forget about it. And I'm being honest about this. I think that usually the normie crowds are going to forget about all this, or they're gonna be outraged only for a little bit, and they just forget about it once Mandalorian comes back on for season 3. However, there might be, but because Disney fires someone who has not only who has a strong fan base, but is one of the most beloved characters, one of the most beloved actresses on Disney. One of the very few things that keep people the people that people are still supporting Star Wars. It can have long-term ramifications from this. We don't know though, because Ginas has such a strong fan base, and it may have long-term backlash on them. So I do think they're going to get big backlash. I just don't think it's going to be in the long term, though. So yeah, and Drew, I don't know if Drew's here. Just guys,
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, hail Will Gentry.
Hey, Will.
But no, the thing with
Yep.
But the thing that made like the Cara Dune character so good was, she was coming along completely organic, and she had that sort of like appeal to her that everybody could really enjoy the character. Here was just this organically awesome, complete with her own lore, and they were working on her backstory and everything else that just, she appealed. She appealed to everybody, because she wasn't just a, fake strong female character. She was the real deal.
Mm-hmm. That's what everybody was joking. I was like, wait a minute, you put strong female characters and you fire one of your strongest female characters.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no sense.
Surprise Pikachu face, huh? So, Runner, let me ask you this: were you watching Disney Plus?
Like, well, what do you mean? Am I a subscriber?
Were you like subscribed? Were you watching like The Mandalorian or anything such as like WandaVision or anything like that?
Yes, I was, and I don't pay for it. My
okay.
My family does, so that's how I get to see all this stuff. So I'm not the one to tell them to cancel Disney Plus. I could give a shit. I could give less of a shit, but
right.
If it was me paying for it, I would absolutely cancel Disney Plus. Kidding me?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this, because you're basically kind of in the same camp as I am. Is that I can't support boycott Disney Plus just because I don't watch it. I don't watch Disney Plus, so I wasn't really boycott. But
let me
ask you this: after what's happened last night,
mm-hmm.
Are you interested in watching anything Star Wars anymore? Are you interested? Are you still going to be?
Probably not, because if you paid it, because in the group chat, the fourth wave, I said if this is true, which it is, I'm not gonna watch season 3 of Mando, and
okay.
I'm probably not going to. Like,
so stuff like the book of Boba Fett or anything like that in the future plans. Just say screw that.
Probably not.
Okay.
I honestly, I gave it a chance. I'm like, okay, you know, Mandalorian, it's not great. I have problems with it.
Hang on,
but
Steven.
It's like, it's frustrating.
I know, no, it absolutely is, man.
Well,
probably.
We actually decided, myself, John Trent, Spencer, Don, we all decided that, you know, we pretty much gave up on Disney Plus. We're not doing any.
All right, say it, Steven.
We're not doing any more of our Friday WandaVision reviews. We're stopping that immediately. And yeah, as far as I know, most of us personally over at Founding, we're done. We're done. You know, I'm not going to certainly watch any of the new Star Wars. I mean, I don't care. I mean, you know, Disney has taken the mask off and showing you what they are. You know, and no amount of goodwill or, you know, trying to quote unquote fix things with Star Wars or anything else is going to replace the human cost in what they're doing as a company. And for that is what outweighs anything.
Hey, thanks, Steven.
That outweighs anything that they could do to try and supposedly fix Star Wars. I'm sorry. You know, because I care about people.
Hi guys, how you doing?
What's up, Fat Steven?
Drew, don't worry, there's no golf balls today. I'm out of them right now. Stevie took them all.
Runner, can you answer Will Gentry's comment?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, they don't, because, you know, they're not on Twitter, thank God.
This is more than Twitter. This is every news outlet.
They're going to
yeah, it's more than Twitter, but like I'm just saying, like they don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. They got their own work going on, as far as I know. But
like grounding you.
Yeah.
Normal family stuff. You know what I mean?
Fat Steven. Yes, normal family stuff, and grounded is not one of them.
Go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Oh, no, okay, let's not tease him. I like busting his balls because I see Runner like a little brother. I do it because, you know, I can.
Yeah.
But
going back to what I was saying earlier, like Star Wars, I'm pretty much over it. I wanted to give him another chance with the whole Mandalorian thing, and it's done really nothing to me overall. I mean, yeah, the Luke scene was great and all, but like, I'm not like it wasn't. At the end of that episode, I was just like,
this negates it.
No. I didn't. At the end of that episode, I didn't say that like, Star Wars was saved or any of that. It's like it's gonna take more than that.
I never, ever. I never thought this was saved at The Last Jedi. I never thought Star Wars was saved. I said it before. I was in the camp that was like, listen. No matter how much good that Filoni and Favreau are doing, that's not going to save you.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna say something right now because when this came out, I actually covered this. Okay, right when the first tweets were coming out, people were attacking her, and then the whole rumor came in from the Wrap, and then it started spreading everywhere.
Hey, Shellback.
We were debating whether or not it was true because we weren't seeing proof, and then I've been hearing other rumors where the reason why it happens is because Jon Favreau is Jewish and he didn't like it or found disrespectful. I've heard two opposite points of that thing where John doesn't care, Filoni doesn't care. Right. So whoever the source is that's making this shit up, whether sorry for swearing, this crap up.
That's fine.
It's at a point now where don't listen to anything in the news media unless you see an official source. Gina was taken out for one reason, yet Pascal did exactly the same thing much earlier, twice or three times, and it still has a job. So the only thing I have to look forward to right now is hoping they get Abby smash golf and Pedro gets launched. That's all I'm hoping for right now because I'm waiting for Joel to win golf from Last of Us.
I'm just saying. Dude, I'm just saying. Let's put it. I'm just saying. A little dab back at Disney. Let's have Gina Carano play as Abby.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that would be great. Here's the thing, though. Like the Pedro Pascal casting as Joel happened the same exact time as Gina getting fired, and
but
after
you
that,
have to say this.
I'll tell you this.
Just where you go.
Listen to me real quick. As a fan of the first game, the first Last of Us, when I heard he was cast as Joel, I'm like, no, this guy is not fucking Joel.
And for those who don't know,
the good thing is that Abby beats the shit out of him with a golf club. That's the only good thing out of that.
For those who don't know, in the wake of around the same time that Gina was the announcement that Gina was fired, there was an announcement that Pedro Pascal was going to be playing Joel in HBO Max's live action adaptation of The Last of Us. So,
which is gonna suck.
It's not even that, but you have to understand when it gets down to Gina, let's look beyond that's happened in the last 2 days, because I am emotionally drained. I have been up way too long, only 6 hours straight. But no,
I feel like we're. Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
Sorry.
No, I woke up with a headache this morning.
Stop masturbating. Let me get back to my point.
Oh my god!
You're not denying it, so it was true. So you hit your head on the headboard.
Actually cures headaches. That actually cures headaches.
Let's break down Gina to a basic simple. She is a strong woman. She is an MMA fighter. She speaks her voice and opinion and makes comparisons and logical thought processes. Sure, some of them might be a little on the edge, but guess what? Yeah. We used to have people like that back in the day, like George Carlin and Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, comedians that went off the link. Like that's the same type of presentation. It's just a different delivery. These people didn't come after her because she's this, and this. They came after her because they wanted to make people believe it was this, and this. Mm-hmm. She is a role model, whether she is Cara, Dune, or Gina herself. She is not perfect, but she is enough of a role model that young girls, guys, anyone can look up to and see as a hero. She has branched from fighting to fighting the Sith or the Empire. It doesn't matter. And they're taking that away because you know what? They don't believe in strong women. They believe in women that listen to what they say and agree, because that's what they think strength is. Everything they've projected, everything they have said is what they believe, but they make another person look like it so they can hide in that sheep's clothing as the wolf they want to be.
And to add on to that,
shells.
Right. And add on to that, Gina she's a free spirit. She's a very free spirit mentality. And I think that's why I think that's one of the reasons why she gels so well with her fan base who have that kind of similar mentality, you know.
She believes in freedom. Mm-hmm. God forbid.
And I'm gonna say this, and this might be the only political thing I say on this stream. The free thinking, I don't think that's conservative.
No, that's not. And that's the hypocrisy of the whole thing, you know, and that's one of the flimsy parts of their house of cards for their ideology is they always like to use sweeping generalizations, and you know, the funny thing is so many people in this community are their own person. They're not Democrats. They're not Republicans. They're just free-thinking people. You know, so many of us are. We've never been. It doesn't matter what we're registered as far as what we're registered to vote. We've never been led around our noses by the particular party affiliation we have.
Nope.
You know, we registered to vote. That's plain and simple. We vote for the best person, in our opinion. That's the way we vote. And that's the way we think, because we are free thinkers. And you know, these people, they just love to generalize and place us in boxes. And
they need sides. They claim inclusivity, but they need sides. They need an enemy. If you are not on the left, center, or right, it doesn't even matter, like whatever it is, you are an enemy because you're not agreeing with them, but at the same time, you're not giving them a reason to hate you. So they try to label you. This is going beyond.
I've never claimed any political party, but I'll be goddamned if I ever vote blue as long as I fucking live.
Yep, I'm not doing it again ever. Nope, I'm done.
And that supposed reason of Jon Favreau being offended by that tweet. Like the great Arlie Ermy used to say, bullshit.
Yeah, like because I was hearing on Midnight's Edge's stream earlier before I got on to talk about this. Like, but the thing is that like Favreau and Filoni, they're not on Twitter, so they don't give a rat's behind about this. So
no,
that doesn't make any sense. That I don't know. It just doesn't feel like making sense that Favreau being offended by that would be the reason to let Gina go, because I don't think that Gina being fired was on Favreau's behalf. I think that was on the higher ups. I think that was on Kathleen Kennedy's behalf.
I do too.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is, either way, it's just like sometimes I look at life and I feel like, right now we're like this is like a plot right out of one of the old G.I. Joe cartoons. Yeah, we're like the Joe Force fighting against this, and this is one of Cobra's harebrained plots.
And the Baroness ain't even sexy, so
yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I mean, damn, we're screwed every which way. We don't even get a sexy Baroness. But yeah, speaking to that point, it's funny because yesterday we had people actually championing the fact that the national anthem was not going to be played before a sporting event. We just let that sink in. Usually that's as much a part of that's been such a tradition in sports. And those of you in the chat that might have played sports at high school, might have played at the small college level, whatever, you guys know, I mean, even when we gone to pro games in our lives, it was always, that was as much a part of the going to a sporting event as watching the events itself. And it's stupid that so many people like hate or have been taught to hate this country. It's terrible. And I take a lot of offense to it because my father is not interned at Arlington National Cemetery for nothing. He's interned there for fighting for the values of this country and fighting for its freedom. And these people want to piss all over that? No, it's not going to happen.
It's just, oh my god. Like I do think Gina will bounce back. I think she definitely will in this because she definitely has this support behind it. In fact that she's still getting support even after the tweets, even after the Instagram post surfaced, and people taking it different ways. The support for Gina is still behind it. We're all supporting Gina regardless. So whatever she decides to do in the future.
Oh, Makini, I love Bruce Lombardo's comment. Dr. Fauci is our Dr. Mindbender. Yes. That's exactly it.
Oh, man. But this, I know for the fact that if I post the full illustration, I'm going to get some flack from the anti-Gina crowd. I know I know for a fact. So,
dude, I'm waiting for it. But I'll be right there. I'll be one of the first people to jump in and shout them down. So you know that.
What bothers me is if you have Disney Plus, I'm not one to tell you to spend your money. My video wasn't supposed to be that either that I posted earlier, but cancel it. If there's nothing on there, why are you giving them money? And this is all happening right before their investors meeting, right?
And this today, which is today.
So think about all the money that's been lost over the last, let's say, 12 hours. And if you think your $8 or $10 or $15 doesn't matter, multiply that by 20,000 people who are all pissed off right now.
Yeah, well, it's far more than that.
I don't want to overestimate, but you know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah.
The only reason
you saw me lose my cool last night, Drew, and I freaking still embarrassed about it. You've never seen me get that angry.
Oh, I know, Steven. I know. And
I felt so bad on Wes's stream. You have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
It was still funny with those Stevie Wonder though, because it just got Vigilante going all the time.
What? You were just talking about British cigarettes. It's okay.
Don't bring it up, Shell. Shell, no, seriously, don't do that because I don't want that clipped into. Thanks a lot, dude.
Uh-oh.
Thanks a lot.
Will Gentry said, Gina can always get a job on Park Hop. It's like, I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. I got a feeling she's gonna wind up probably, doing some more stuff with Jay now that in the interim. Watch.
Maybe.
I would like to see Gina do anime roles now. What's that? That'd be awesome. I don't know why. I just
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, who is
I
Final?
apologize, Shell, but
Yeah.
don't
Formally Final Death Star.
Final Nether region, sir.
Yeah.
Final Nether region.
The artist formerly known as Final Death Star.
Hey, what's going on there, Final?
Hey, Final. And yeah, next time Gina moves to Florida. Oh my God.
Dude,
No, they won't ban her from the park. If they do that or do any crap like that,
Ooh.
it will literally burn Disney to the ground at that point. And Shell, sorry again, man. I just want to get far away from that thing.
No, it won't. It won't be pretty.
Yeah, you're worrying a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Honestly, but
I beat myself up a lot. That's why.
You guys joke about Gina moving to freaking Florida, but if anybody had watched those interview videos, when Jay was talking to her and about how things were in Florida versus California, you could see her raising her freaking eyebrow, thinking maybe I should look at some real estate in Florida.
The fact that her talent agency pulled out is just a sign of how cowardly it is, and it means how far the corrupt Hollywood is going.
Yeah,
Gina will find someone else. It's not messed up. This was planned. The cancel culturists think they won. They did not. It only shows that these are the people you don't want as your neighbor. These are the people you don't want to wake up and look next door and there they are waving. Because these are the same types of people that will turn on you in a heartbeat if they think a $10,000 check or a $500 check is attached to it. Okay? They're already preaching lists. They're already preaching moving us up. They're already preaching.
Yeah, she's going to find another. Yeah, I do think she's going to find another. That's what we were talking about earlier. Is that although she's fired from Disney Lucasfilm, she's not going to be blacklisted. No. There's no way in hell.
Her old boss.
She's got too much clout.
Her old boss would welcome her back in a heartbeat. And by her old boss, I mean Dana White.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Dana White does not give a fuck.
No.
Dana White does not give a fuck.
But and the way Gina is built right now, and again, when she was talking to Jay, she admitted, I'm a little bit thicker now than I was, when I was fighting.
It was like, excuse me.
But she said that, it had, her extra bulk that she has now, she can actually hit harder because of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she was to step back into the octagon, especially at her current weight, she would freaking obliterate whoever she went against.
I'm just saying, move her. I'm just saying,
the thing is, okay, I don't mean to cut you off, but how you're bringing up the drunk thing, right? There are articles now using tweets and using drunk's icon, so it's putting not only us in the spotlight to not look like the evil people they're going to make us be, especially since when this happened, we raised how much for human.
No, look like evil people.
No, I'm trying to say. Right now, Shay just raised almost 40,000 against human trafficking. They're going to try to find other things to attach us to not only bring Gina down, but they're going to attack the channels that have supported her. So you think that this little thing, this is the calm before the storm?
Oh yeah,
this is nothing more than the scouts are returning because they're going to come and guess who they might go after Rosario Dawson next for Ahsoka.
Oh,
they
yeah.
might go after
people
Chris
were saying
Pratt
that.
again.
I promise you,
People were saying that.
they're going to do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I have to get my chocolate bar.
Yeah.
She's downstairs.
No.
And what's funny with Rosario Dawson, last I heard, she was involved with Cory Booker, who is one of them in in politics.
Yep.
So that would be like a case of them eating their own via guilt by association or whatever. I
was hearing some people were talking about that. It's like, yeah, they're going to go hard. They're going to go even harder on Rosario Dawson next because, yeah, she's got the Ahsoka spinoff. it's even despite the fact that they've tried that before and the whole allegations and such that were dropped. So yeah, it's a calm for the storm, guys, and I agree 100% with Fat Steven on this one. Is that it's just gonna be more paying her supporters out. It's gonna rush out supporters, and I say to this, and I'm gonna say this is like, listen, I don't know about you guys, but if they do start coming after, or should I say win, but if I do get put in the crosshairs, I'm not backing down. I'm not backing down. Period.
No, and you shouldn't. No. And you shouldn't. That's
be like Gina. Be a mountain. Be that mountain. Be that rock.
Yeah. I just don't like him as is. So I'm just gonna go.
You gonna go as it is. Y'all been through it with Christine already. You've been through it.
Yeah, I want to go. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna go balls deep on the skull screwing, man.
Damn, what? Poor Grey Boots. I know, right? Give her her own show.
And
Jay's tweet was retweeted in the article. I thought which article, Will? If just curious to ask. If you can put it in the chat, just which article?
I can't remember. I saw it too, but I can't remember.
Did they show it on his charity stream last night with
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know if it was that one.
It was all it was the tweet. It was like the picture of her face, and then with his logo like up on her forehead or above her head or whatever. I don't really remember it saying much of anything, but they probably just saw the picture and that's a good picture and we'll steal that. And
that's the thing, man. They could. That's the thing, man. They'll. I know that they're going to ramp up what they were doing in January. They're going to ramp up the attacks on Drunk, and Drunk is an angel. You can't pin Jay on anything. You're gonna have a hard time finding something to pin Jay on.
Well, and that's
all the humanitarian work he's been doing.
See, that's the thing. Pinning stuff on people. Okay. Nobody walking this earth is a fucking saint.
Yep.
Okay.
Except for Jesus, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's not walking the earth currently.
Cosmic book news. Okay.
But it's we've all got skeletons in our closet, whether they're big, small, few or many, But it's and to those particular people, they think, well, either A, I don't have any skeletons in my closet.
Yeah, those who say that are have the biggest skeletons in their closet.
Or they're like, if you do have skeletons in your closet, you're not allowed to have any type of opinion about any fucking thing because you're not perfect. So it's
normally I would say you're not allowed to have your opinion there because you're a complete hypocrite, but yeah. Thinking everybody is, but they're bigger, but some are bigger than others. I'm just saying.
And finals comment about, Dana White, getting into programming like movies and stuff. Yeah, why not? I come from the time of knowing it as the WWF. But the WWE has done that very thing, so why not put some why not an organization that has like real fighting, real fighters do the same thing.
Well, that's the thing that me and Drew were saying earlier in the stream is that it's gonna you're just pushing people to go more independent, to not rely on mainstream as like a source, as a reliable source anymore. People are going more independent. That's why we've been seeing the past few years with CG, with TFM, us, everybody's doing their own thing. Where they're gonna find that they're building. You have a lot of people out there who have the skill, who have the talent, who are able to just build their own industry and not be pigeonholed by the bigger platform.
Well, you guys listen. I want to make a point because you guys understand, because all of you here are smart people. The chat is very smart people. You guys know.
Speak for yourself.
You guys know that we're living in an oligarchy. Okay, you could see the way this is going. It's a partnership between megacorps. Obviously, big tech industry is spearheading it, and then and the government to turn around and dictate policy that is going to curtail any sort of independence. They're already discouraging small business. They're already discouraging having children, the whole 9 yards. And we are and it's exacerbated by the whole you see commercials coming on TV now discouraging you from having a family. Okay, this is we're living under an oligarchy. Don't for a second think that we're not, because we are. And the amount of power that the corporations have in creating policy, I mean, it should be disturbing to people.
Well, I mean, and there are people that are, dumb enough to be like, oh, I don't want to bring children into the world where, we're abusing the planet, or, there's systemic racism, which there's not, because if there was, there would only be.
No. I'm going to argue with that right now, Shout. There is systemic racism. You know what it's called? People hating white people and claiming that racism against white people can't exist. That's where your systemic racism is actually growing and giving birth in this day and age. I'm going to deflect to that because that's true.
That doesn't
because
count.
There's so many. It does count. So many people claim the systemic BS, but when it's actually shown proof that it can go both ways, it's not systemic. It's not true. It's a fictional novel. Bull.
Yeah. Well, no. See, the thing is, they actually teach in the local college that I was actually going to. They teach that that us white folks can't experience racism because we're of the ethnicity that is in power. There's we're the we're the oppressing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Ethnicity.
You remember that time?
You can't be racist against us because of that.
And
Hey, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember during recess where we were playing like
Hey, Steven.
dodgeball, and then we were deciding to whip people in the meantime? We would play dodgeball, then enslave some kids in the lunch hour, then we'd go back to class, and then we repeat this process. You remember that at school? No.
Oh yeah.
I'm lost.
I'm going to say one thing, though. Every person that I have argued with that has tried to say, Star Wars can be for everyone, but not until Gina's out of it. Like, then Star Wars isn't for everyone. You're contradicting every one of these people have blocked me. But I save their tweets. I even have check marks blocking me. Even people from like writers for the Huff Post. I'm like, Mark Hughes, the only thing that's projecting right now hate and phobic is you talking. Because you're the one with those issues. Nobody else here. And then he blocked me. He goes, go cry. I'm like, really? That's all you're coming back? Cry? What do you come from a Fortnite lobby? What is this?
I got oppressed into a trash can when I was a freshman.
Wait. Mandalorian fans called for Lucy Lawless to replace Gina Carano's. Oh, dude, Lucy Lawless is not going to take. And you don't even know what you're asking for.
Yeah. Hey, Steven, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm just listening. I'm on this live stream and trying to edit a video at the same time. And Steven's making me laugh. So I
thought I recognized that sexy voice. How you doing, big boy?
He's talking about his own. I'm going to lay this out right now. If you have to keep reposting the same screenshot from TikTok or Instagram and saying this is what she's saying, and then you deliberately say and prove them what she was actually saying, because it's actually going on. It's happening in Britain where you're supposed to rat out your neighbors if there's too many people in their house, which is literally the definition of what Gina was talking about. But
they're promoting it here too.
He's right.
Yeah. But let me finish. Let me finish. Sorry, I'll shut up after this. The fact that this is already happening, and then the person will then comment saying, I understand what's happening. Like, how do you understand what I'm happening? If you understand what's happening, why are you still trying to contradict me and then trying to get me angry? And I even told this to the person, I'm like, you haven't earned enough respect for me to be angry at you. Respect and anger, guess what? If I want to be angry at something, it's about things and opinions that matter. All you're doing is jumping on that goddamn bandwagon, excuse my French, and living with that false narrative. Because without that false narrative, you are the person that you were saying the other one is. Full of hate, empty, lonely, sad, and you are too cowardly to do anything about it to change.
Hell.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, Fat Steven, you know one of my favorite comebacks on the Twitter is just admit you're a this or a that and move on. That's my favorite. Comeback.
It is my favorite, but I have a folder, and I'm going to tell you, like, I have a folder, and it doesn't just go for these idiots. It goes for anyone who says something stupid. I have a folder called Stupid Tweets, and I save them. So,
how many gigs is that?
Not that many, but a lot of them have blocked me, and I keep them for reference to know whether my fence of mentality and sanity is being questioned, or whether I'm actually still on my right path. And when I look at these tweets, I can realize, thank God, I don't think like these lemons.
Yeah.
Yep.
You people wouldn't be here on this panel. Sorry, you can use that "you people" and try to take me down. I don't care. But you guys all wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be drawing this picture. And Makini, you hate coloring, so you're going way out of your way today to be together. Because at this point, Gina's the first to go. You know what's coming after Gina? Our channels. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to do a mass campaign, and they're going to start tagging YouTube and calling it this, and this.
Absolutely.
This, and this. You don't. That's what I'm trying to say. This is just the opening floodgate. They are going to come after you because guess what? Now that Gina's gone, they need a new target. They will never be happy.
Well, perpetual victimhood says that there's always has to be an aggressor.
They're projecting Gina. The one idiot who won't leave me alone is actually projecting that Gina was the one playing victim. Like, how is she playing victim? You guys came out of her demanding things, and you haven't even earned respect of her. She doesn't know you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're on the list. Don't make no mistake about it. Guaranteed. You know, we're essentially just sitting here on borrowed time because they're gonna come. They're gonna come after.
And when you win that argument, you know you won the argument with logic is when they block you.
Oh yeah,
if I'm getting New York Times and HuffPost editors blocking me because I'm saying you're projecting what you are on other people, and they all can say cry more, I've won.
Yeah.
Never get angry at these people. Never insult them. Don't go to name calling. That's what they want.
You know,
their reply will have insults first. If you can maintain calm, you already have a perspective of what these people are.
But if somebody's acting like a dumbass, I'm going to call them a dumbass.
That's different. Yeah, but you have to know that you have to remember to read the paragraph before you say dumbass, because that dumbass they'll just take out of it. But using words like lemming and mob mentality and rhetoric trigger these people because they have to look up and what it means, because they don't understand that the words they're throwing at people are worse because they are those people.
Well, you know what's funny, man. I know that I swore off Twitch. I swore off Twitch a long time ago because of the way that platforms run, the fact that it's just a leftist echo chamber now and everything else. But man, I am so tempted to dust off my Twitch channel and start going over there doing friggin' red pill high heresy streams. Like, just to see how long it takes for them to
I'm about to commission a Mickey Mouse with the Hitler mustache. I'm just going to go all out. One day it's like,
because I'm actually, over on Twitch, my channel's actually monetized, so I can go over there and dust it off anytime and just start doing that. I'm seriously tempted.
I'm trying to do that. No, don't sacrifice your Twitch, bro. Because if one of your platforms does go, you're going to need somewhere else to have your stuff. I will never say drop to their level. It's not worth it.
No.
And you have a good head on your shoulders.
Right. Oh yeah, but still,
it's not your head. I don't know where you got it, but you have a good head on your shoulder.
Yeah, I've been known to put together a brain cell or two.
I have a question though for all you guys. When you woke up today after hearing all this news and finally went to bed, did you feel emotionally drained on the point your limbs didn't even want to work?
No, I think I was just more disappointed and pissed off than anything.
If I had been to sleep, I've been up since yesterday. So, and after watching Loki and then Midnight's Edge, I'm probably not going to be going to sleep until tonight. So,
for me, it was just like when I turned my PC off and everything, I was just like, you know what, this day is weird, and just went to bed. That's just kind of how I felt. Just like it's just weird, and we'll just see what goes on from the fallout from this. I guess I didn't really have much of kind of what you were feeling, Fast Steven, and I wasn't feeling drained out. I was just if I was feeling drained, I was just feeling drained out just because just whatever work I was doing at the time. But
yeah. But Makini, it's even gone to the point now. It's like we're all trying to be here as a group, all trying to get along and be together, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Mama, Mads, I can get you. But at the same time, I'm now getting to the point where I'm getting pissed off at people in our own community. I'm not naming names, but it's like we're all supposed to be making content, all supposed to be having fun, all supposed to be friends, right? Then why is it we are going out of our way to walk over other people just to get that clout first, to be more popular, to get closer to that more sub streamer? Why is it we can't even get our own crap together and not walk over another person just because someone has less subs than that person? I'm tired of this crap. I don't like pushing my channel going, hey, sub to me. I would love it if you do, but I'm not going to do it because I think I deserve it. I have to learn the game. But I'm not going to come in going about my way, inviting myself in a certain way because you think if I do this enough times, people are going to let me in. It's disrespectful on a subconscious, passive-aggressive level. You got to earn your crap. Especially with now, if I see any of that crap going on, you trying to walk over another person, I will call you the F out. I am at that point.
Absolutely.
I'm too short to walk over people.
Well, you have a shell. You can just hide it.
No.
I apologize for being angry, man. I apologize. I'm sick of being backstabbed by people, passive aggressive, selfish.
No. What you were saying, Steven, earlier is I agree with you 100%. It's just like, listen, I got to sit back and think. Listen, produce content, produce quality content, produce stuff like this that's going to earn you what you're going for.
Yeah,
that's how I built my name here, is by producing stuff like this. So
you gotta be true to yourself too.
Yeah,
exactly.
But you can be true to yourself. But if your whole mentality is doing the same spiel over and over again and weaseling your way in or weaseling your way out, even though you just use someone to get to someone closer, are you really providing quality content, or are you just throwing your ego around under a false guise?
Yeah, you're being a snake.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And I've seen the snakes. You can see it's right there in the open, and they take advantage of even the nicest channels. They're like, because those channels don't want to be mean. They don't want to say, hey, you can't come on, or you can't do this, because they don't want to feel like you're being disinclusive. But it's coming to the point now that they abuse it. And even when the people are asked, hey, we're going to do this, try something new, they're never the first ones to step back because they can't.
Right. Well, you become paralyzed and frozen in that position. Steven, what you got to do, my brother, is you've got to recognize, you got to play the field first off, like you've been.
I will not use another person for self-benefit.
Well, no. But I'm saying, like, play the field and then learn who the good people are. That becomes your crew. Those are your people. You know. Yeah. That's what you got to do. It is what it is.
I'm tired that we have infighting. I'm tired that there's outfighting coming in, and it's just like. I came here to make people laugh, and it seems like every time I get a little bit of laughter from one corner, there's another corner trying to shut me out.
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother.
And I didn't even do anything.
It's a petty ass game, Steven. I know what you're dealing with, brother. It's a petty ass game. I've been playing social politics for a year and a half. I'm kind of coming out of that now. And it's, you know what, you give a level of, there's a certain level of respect that you give everyone, like a baseline of respect. And then whatever grows from that or subtracts from that is on them, is on your interactions with them. You know, there's a lot of good people in this community, man, but there's also a lot of egos. There's passive, like you said, passive aggressive bullshit. That drives me crazy.
Oh no, this is not targeted at anyone. I really don't mean this is targeted at anyone.
Oh no, I didn't say one
because I don't want anyone in your chat to think I'm saying one person. This is not one.
Oh
person.
no, not at all.
So I don't speak like this usually, but I'm tired of being quiet and having to talk to other people to see whether or not I'm crazy.
I know, bro.
I live by two things: my word and my loyalty. If you break either or, you are definitely on that list of you don't want me angry.
Right, but at the same time, there's some arguments that aren't worth getting into. You know.
Oh no, I know. I don't call it there. I don't fight. You ever see me having a beef fight with anyone in our community on Twitter or anything like that? Never.
I rarely do it.
And which, speaking of all that stuff, Mr. Walton, the bribery checks in the mail. So, you know,
dig it.
Yeah, bribery check is code for nude and a bag of coffee. I also want to prop up Runner quickly, because as much as the crap we give Runner, he still stays here. He's still a difficult twat.
You have Runner,
but he's one of those kids that hasn't been affected by the way Twitter is running now.
Runner, I can't stress this out enough, and I mean this as a compliment. You have some of the thickest skin I've ever seen,
but the thinnest penis.
From anybody from the next generation behind millennials, you're one of the few people who have the thickest skin I've ever seen.
Runner, I didn't know if you were going to make it, brother, when you first showed up on the scene, but I've seen you interact with people, take your licks. I mean, look, that's just a part of coming in, not only being a new person, but in this community, because we can be a bag of dicks, but it's all out of love. But you've thrived in that environment, dude. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that
that's great.
It reminds me of the military, because you know, if people are giving, when you're in the military and people are giving you a ration of shit, it's not because they don't like you. Okay, if they didn't like you, they wouldn't say a fucking word to you. So
no, I get it. But yeah, like real quick, just coming from where I'm at and stuff, like, you know, I have a small group of friends. That's kind of where I come up with. I've never really interacted with a bunch of people my age, or just, you know, I was more independent usually, and I was more of an outsider to my school where I live, pretty much. You know, that's kind of where I come from, and ever since the coup hit, you know, I entered this community, was welcomed, and you know, I get it. I'm young. I understand. You would think like, oh, like Steven was saying, he didn't think I was gonna, you know, make it or whatever, and I get that. You know, I'm part of you know, that generation, but I don't ally to that group essentially. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Until,
say,
until your phone gets taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, that was a good one. Come on, runner, come on. You know, I know I can hear you go faster.
Your
I can hear it.
last joke was better, but okay.
But you get about your genitals, bro. That's creepy. I can only do one joke every week. Come on, man. Play on.
Thank you. Like,
Hey, oh, we still want an apology though.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Hashtag apology video.
no, Steven, I'm glad you're here because
Which Steven?
Yeah, you got to be specific.
Yeah.
One likes coffee in the butt, one drinks it.
Yeah.
After I'm just gonna say this, after last night, after what's happened, this is gonna be the last time I do anything Star Wars related.
Why is Nazis trending on Twitter right now?
That's insane.
What?
I'm not kidding. Guess who's attached to?
Gina?
You know.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Not
This
Pedro.
Not
what was great about last night though? Tim Pool reached out to Gina and says, "Hey,
I saw it too.
show," and I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even
Well,
Crowder covered it today.
On my trending list or whatever, that column or whatever, it's Lucasfilm drops the Mandalorian star Gina Carano following abhorrent social media post.
Yep, I see that too.
And then it's trending with hashtag Gina Carano, Holocaust.
But it's not even that. That under mine, it has that article, then it has the Yahtzees, then it has Gorilla Glue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I still, man, that was like the craziest grip that lady made so much money off that.
Get your hair did with Gorilla
I
Glue.
got it. No, I was like, no, Steven, I wanted to have you on. I'm happy to have you on just because I'm saying that, like, after what happened last night, this is probably going to be the last time I do anything Star Wars related. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm pretty much with Lethal. I'm done.
We were covering the
I'm
articles right as it happened, and then we started to go with the video, and we were like, we're not going to say it's true until we see proof, and then it actually got verified, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put that video aside, private it, because I can't say anything, but it's we're all targets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's my general rule on, when like you're saying, you're not going to do any more Star Wars stuff. My general rule in life is never say never.
Right.
Right. And plus there's always, there's always characters from the original trilogy.
Yeah, it's true. And it's true. You can have that mindset like Laura. You can be like OG Star Wars, still have, the original trilogy stuff to appreciate. It's just, for the time being, I don't want anything to do with Lucasfilm. I don't want anything to do with Disney. Yeah. Like, I'll still listen to the news. Like, I'll still listen to the news and such, but I can't really give my own take anymore because I'm done. I hate
everything attached to Disney, even Marvel now, is now a taint. You don't want to watch it. You don't care.
No.
Yeah. What's
sad? Why give attention? Why give your attention to something that they clearly hate you? They clearly hate you. Even on a show, they clearly hate you.
I'll keep gaming until they fully destroy that.
But just like I like, it's just with the Star Wars stuff. It's just, what's the point anymore? I'm sorry, Walton. I'm sorry. I just feel like I've lost hope at this point. I feel like I'm lethal.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Makini. Like, I'll tell you this: when this was whenever Rise of Palpatine came out, I came out of the theater. I thought it sucked. I was upset leaving, and then this was around winter break the start of winter break, and
Right.
That was some start. But I think this was like Christmas around midnight. Yeah, I stayed up late. So what? And I was watching Empire Strikes Back because that's my favorite Star Wars movie.
Mhm.
And it, like, I watch it and I'm like, I still like it, but it doesn't have the same impact that it had before because of what I have seen, what Star Wars has become. It's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, but you shouldn't let that happen, dude. That's
Yeah.
one of my arguments
know.
right there.
I'm
not
you're
letting-
right. You're exactly right.
I get
I'm not
that, but
letting
that's
any
the
of the
point.
new shit affect the stuff that I like.
That's
No,
why
you're exactly right.
That's why.
Gorilla,
That's why.
hold
That's
on,
why.
Will.
So-
That's
hold
why I'm
on,
going to
Will,
separate myself from. No, listen to me. That's why I'm going to separate. That's why I'm trying to separate myself as far as possible from the Disney shit, so I can, take that away from what Star Wars was. You know what I mean? Like, I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
no, absolutely.
it's just sometimes it's not. Well, it wasn't
Disney
easy
is not
for
worth
me.
your anger.
Disney, it's not worth your anger, man.
Yeah.
Want to be
But for
angry at
some
something?
of us,
No,
that's what our channels do.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is like,
You'll use it for content, yes, but do not attach any emotion to them unless
Yeah,
it's
you've got-
disappointment.
Yeah, you've got to
Absolutely.
separate yourself
'Cause
really at this point.
separate
from the
yourself.
observer.
no, because the reason I am angry is because
Be an observer, yeah.
because I wanted it to be good. I
Mhm.
saw The Force Awakens with my dad, who saw the first, like, was it A New Hope, or when it was called Star Wars at the time, when he was pretty much my age. He saw the first, like, when it was just called Star Wars in the theater, and he loved it, and he saw it a second time. So I thought, I wanted to see what it was like for him to see a Star Wars movie on big screen. And I liked The Force Awakens at the time. I thought it was going to go in I thought it could set up a trilogy, and then The Last Jedi and so forth,
Mhm.
and my whole perspective kind of changed. I was like, you know what, this is not the right way. I rewatched The Force Awakens. I don't like it anymore because, just it doesn't work.
You want to go back and watch good Star Wars? Watch the Droids cartoon.
Oh yeah.
You want to know where it was at its peak for like just stupidity? It's there. You can still like the OG trilogy. Like, no one's going to say. This is the thing with this argument, with the way people are talking now. We are angry at Disney corporate. We are not angry at its actors, except for Pedro. We are not angry at anyone else but corporate because they think us as just money streams.
Well, I can't say I'm a big fan of Justina Ireland and Christina Arias.
Well, the people.
But they're protected by Disney corporate.
Yeah, they're part of the. They're part
what
of the
I'm saying is, you should still like what you like if you still enjoy the prequels. If you even enjoy the sequel trilogy, that's your choice. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. Yeah. The anger is more directed at corporate, the way they don't see the fans and the viewers for what they're saying, and they're only looking at us as beans and dollar signs. So I don't want everyone to feel like you have to hide what you like.
No.
Don't ever feel that way, because if you start hiding what you like, you're not being yourself.
Right. I'm not trying to say that entirely.
No, this isn't about you, Runner. I'm saying this is a generalization.
Right. And I'm I'm thinking, well, what Steven said, what Walton said, what Ron said, everybody's saying. I think that for me, it's just I'm mad at Disney corporate. I'm just like, fuck corporate Disney. I still have the original stuff. It's just that in regards to anything coming from Disney, I don't care. I have no excitement. I have no interest. It's all screw them. That's just how I am. That's just it. I don't want anything to do with the Disney stuff. I'll still listen. I'll still listen. I'll still, if you want me to talk about it, I'll still talk about it. But I'm just, don't expect me to get any excitement from it, or don't expect me to look forward to anything coming from Disney. Disney.
Dig that. I dig that. It's the only thing that I'm going to call out in the future, because I've seen it creeping over the last couple of months, is anyone who feels that they are better than anyone else because they saw this coming, and then things like this confirm their disposition, or they have this elitist attitude that they're better than everyone because are you gonna stop? Is Fandom Menace gonna stop with Disney Star Wars now? Like, first off, I have the right to my opinion, my individuality, and where I stand, and I don't kneel. I'm not going to be your fucking lapdog. So if anybody out there feels that they are better than anyone else because they feel that their disposition, their opinion is better than anyone else's, like, I'm going to call that out. I'm sorry. I'm still about fighting for the individual, and as far as our community,
it comes to the point where if you like, what comes back to my other what I was saying before about trying to one up people, how to weasel your way in, how to be a snake in the grass, then why are you part of this community if you have to go to those tactics? You're not doing anyone any help. You're only causing the same
kind of division,
the same division, but you're doing it one person at a time, and you don't see anything wrong with that because you need to be on that channel. You need to have your face on that screen. You need to contradict someone else, and if that person is doing something better than you, you have to wheedle them out so you don't have to look at them, because rather than grow and evolve the way you present yourself and try to create content and entertain, you would rather pretend they don't exist. It's like using a block button on Twitter.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's creating an echo chamber too. It's reinforcing someone's narrative, whether whatever that narrative is. This is what we've been standing up against. This is cancel culture. This is what we have been standing up. This is why we all came together from all our different walks of lives and dispositions. Hey, Lady Tutorial. This is you know what I mean? So exactly, Stephen. If you're trying to create an echo chamber, if you're trying to shame anyone for having a differing opinion, then you're just as bad as those that we said we came together to fight, to stand against.
And I'm going to say this, and don't take this disrespectful to people. I respect everyone that's served. I respect everyone that does with volunteer work and everything like that, but don't use that. Don't use that as a scapegoat. Don't use it as because you did this, and this, that you have a right to be owed respect. It doesn't matter how much time you've served, whether it's in prison or in the military, in Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. It don't matter. If you don't earn the respect of another person, you don't get to walk over them.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree 100% on that.
And I think that's a baseline of we're attached to the same ego. Like Shell, I know you were in the Navy, right?
10 years.
You still treat everyone with the same amount of respect you wish to be treated, except for Walton and Runner. But that's a different story.
I was raised that way.
but that's what I'm saying, though. We were pretty much all raised in that way. We came in that certain generational gap. But people now are using it as a way to think they're owed something. And I'm like, they don't even have to say it. They just try to associate with the popular people that have the same background, and they think that they'll always be an ally. You don't do that.
And I'm not gonna lie, like me and my fellow veterans, in a way, I do hold us higher than your average Joe, because we actually did something.
I agree with that.
It's like you say, like I've never had to fish. Okay, I've never had to fish for that compliment of thank you for serving and all that crap.
Or you deserve to be here or there because of what you did, right? You did it because not only did you choose to, you wanted to be something more and help and grow your country. Is that how I can grasp it?
Well, yeah. I mean, one of my main deal. I mean, yeah, the college money was icing on the cake
for hookers,
but I joined up because I wanted to. I had that that patriotic bone in my body. Curse it, but it's. And which I don't know. This might be like a slight tangent, but with all this stuff of having the right boxes checked and all that stuff, I don't believe in any of that. I mean, call it affirmative action, call it whatever you want, right? I don't believe in any of that crap, except for the fact that. Like if I had my own personal company, the only people that I would give preferential treatment to would be veterans. You know, but that's not an ethnicity or anything like that, because veterans, you know, military veterans come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. You know, but anyway, yeah.
But that's it. Like when it comes to veterans or serving, you're always given that respect because you did something by your choice to help for the whole of whatever country you did it for. You don't still use it, whether it be passive or aggressive, to make yourself special by trying, but not. You know what I mean? It's hard to say. It's like the snake in the grass mentality. You're not using it for your benefit, but you can share your stories because you're proud of what you've accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't want any more divide between people, and I don't think anyone should be. This is bad English. More special than the other, because if you take away all the things we've done, we're still human.
But well, you know, but you're making me think of stuff like, say, you know, and I'm not picking on him specifically, but just because I just saw him in a stream, he's in my brain right at the moment. But you know, Uche, right? We all know who Uche is, right?
So I watched that,
and you know,
you watched that stream too.
Him, and all the other athletes and stuff that people look up to and hold, you know, put on that hero pedestal. No, I'm sorry, no. To me, him, even, you know, Tom Brady, whoever, you know, they're I don't really consider them quote unquote heroes or anything like that. You know, a person, you know, to me, a hero steps onto or off of the battlefield, not the football field. Okay. So, you know, that's just more of, you know, more of a look to my perspective,
I get
you know, on things.
Oh yeah,
it's hero is thrown around so loosely, even on things where it's not really being heroic. You didn't save anyone, you just saved the
you
game.
know, you getting paid.
I'm not saying this
dollars.
is him either. I'm just saying I get what you're saying.
But the people that get millions of dollars to play a game, you know, versus a guy that makes less than, like, I was in for 10 years, and when I got out, I was only making about $45,000 a year. Okay, after 10 years, and you know, holding, you know, somebody that plays a damn game, you know, and gets millions of dollars, you know, no, fuck that shit. Anyway, I'm gonna get off on a tangent.
Yeah.
So,
no, and I'm glad that you kind of see what I'm saying. There's some people who don't try to make what they've done the respect that they demand, even if they don't really say demand. They're not demanding it. They're still giving off that presence. I mean, it's cool. It's kind of like the same relation what we're going on with the whole Twitterati right now. We have people demanding one thing, and when they're told no, since they've never been told no before, they automatically go to accusations and name calling, or they pretend they don't exist. Because what is worse than being told no? Having to admit you're wrong.
Yep.
Which is more heroic than hiding and blocking the things that make you realize you're wrong. I hope I'm making sense here, because I feel like I'm talking preaching
I
out.
absolutely agree 100% on that.
I didn't mean to sound depressing on there. I apologize, man. I did.
No. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to get some thoughts. In my head
I was
about
unsubbed
this.
to you.
Like,
I just checked.
No, I'm just getting hungry, man. I'm getting ready to have some lunch. Yeah.
I am too. Yeah.
I think I just depressed everyone.
Okay, guys, resub, please. Some more content. It's like, I guess, because I guess we're gonna wrap it up, and I'll put I'll try to put a final bow on this. Is that I will still support Gina, wherever she does, wherever she goes. I will still support her. It's just that in terms of, you know, and I have no problem, you know, talking about, like, you know, what's coming up in Star Wars. It's just, don't expect me to get excited for anything, or don't expect me to be anything coming from Disney. Don't expect me at all, because I'm done with them. I'm done. I'm done with them. So whatever they do, I don't care. That's how I am with the MCU. After I was done with Endgame, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with it because I know what's going to happen. It's coming. We saw it coming, and your boy Zach, Comics Matter. He put up a video in the wake of Gina's firing, and he made a good point. Is that
there's a change partition going up to keep her in,
right? But here's the thing: for anybody who's off social media, stay off, because
no. If you stay off, how are you going to ever get your voice out there? We can't lose a voice just to let them take over. You have to fight your battles smartly. I'm going to deny
I will say this,
because if they quit or if we quit, they win.
Right, and I'll say this: just remember what they can. Just remember they're always watching. They can use whatever they can. You can use whatever they say as against you, as a way to attack you, as a way to take you down. Just remember that. Okay.
Remember the days when they used to just go down on you, and now they're just trying to take you down.
That's how social. That's just the aftermath of social media. That's just how it is. So just guys, be careful. Be careful. Just and if anything happens, listen. Stand strong. Stand strong for what you believe in. Stand strong. You don't ever look to the person next to you, and you realize that they'll definitely stand by your side if anything happens. That you'll always have people that will be keeping you. They'll always have people that you can fall back on. People will always be looking out for you. So don't ever feel like you're going to be alone if somebody tries to, or if a mob or something tries to go after you.
Why do I feel like we should have this the Stand By Me playing?
No, we'll get playing.
But
do you want to hold my hand?
That's not your hand. Wait, no, I don't want to make your love mannequin jealous there, Walton. I don't want to do that.
You have a voice. Everybody has a voice. Steven said it best. Me, no matter how much I speak, no matter how much I voice my stuff, I always end up speaking with my pen. I always end up speaking on my paper. This sketchbook, this is my voice. This will always be my voice. I can't take anything random because I'm an artist first, and that means a lot more to me. So for this is going to be treat this illustration of Cara Dune as kind of my final send off to Gina and to Disney Star Wars as a whole. Just say I'm done. I'm just done with you guys. So, but I wanted to finish this. I wanted to finish this illustration because I didn't want to leave it unfinished, especially in the wake of everything that's happened. And I want to still show my support that no matter what happens, no matter how things plan out, I'm still going to support Gina regardless.
I think we all are.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's it for me. So any of y'all want to say anything? Any guys' final thoughts before we wrap it up?
No. I'm
always make sure to wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, I can say something real quick, and that is make sure that tonight, if you want to actually escape for an hour or two, check out me and the author Stephen Walton at the Pegasus Actual Podcast on my channel tonight, because you'll have an opportunity to just have a good time, talk about something that was actually good TV with no bullshit SJW politics. We'll just examine a good show.
It's hard to listen to you, Drew, when you got Makini's doodle boobs over there in the corner.
Oh, I know, but you know, Steven, I think right. I think
I really want to tweak those nipples, and I'm talking about Drew's. Yeah, Drew. Just press them like it's a prison scene. Press them against the glass. Just do it. Steven wants those golf balls against the glass, brother.
Beware the nipples.
I feel like I feel like I'm in a very happy strip club right now. But
can you throw your dimes and nickels at me and make me feel like a rich pilgrim? I promise to cover both my hands in Crisco before I go deep.
Oh man,
he's blushing and he's trying to hide it.
Pegasus actual podcast.
Pegasus actual podcast.
Where we use the whole horn.
9 p.m.
There you go.
On my channel.
Wait, I got better. Pegasus podcast where we use the whole horn, no butter included.
Yeah.
Of course, runner.
He's canceling me right now.
What do you got today? What's Thursday? You know what Thursday.
Oh yeah, it's
it
Gaming Lounge, which
That's
you
right.
should subscribe to. I may or may not be there today. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I might. I have other stuff going on, but I'll try to show up. I always want to show up. And one other thing, just to real quick talk about the Star Wars thing. If you get what I mean by saying this, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm just. I'm not gonna. I don't care about the Disney crap. Like that's a whole other thing. And if this is taking you away from being a fan, just note that this is not the Star Wars that we all once knew. This is Disney Star Wars. And if it's taking away from you being a Star Wars fan, that is completely different. Being a Star Wars fan is what George Lucas made, and all of that. Like post Disney, like that's what I'm a fan of, not any of the stuff that we're getting now. So,
that's why I hate that the blanket statement of like Star Wars is dead and all that stuff.
Exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like this is different. This isn't Star Wars. This is Disney Star Wars. Like, there's a difference. This is why we call it Disney Star Wars, because it's not Star Wars.
I'm sorry.
That's what I put it, my friend.
I'm sorry. I just can't.
I know because on Twitter, like I've heard people saying like you can't.
I thought you were done, but I'm sorry.
No, because I don't know. Like today on Twitter, I don't know. It's just Twitter, but like I've heard people say like, you can't be a Star Wars fan if you support this crap and yada yada. It's like, no, you can still be a fan. It's just don't support the Disney Corporation. Like that's all it is. Like just don't support that. Like that's what I don't support. Yep. Like don't like you can still like the stuff that came before. So just the whole point is don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot like.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's all.
All right, Steven.
Oh, hi.
I gotta go next, only because I gotta say this.
Watch coffee in his butt.
Despite what I said before, I am still Phantom Menace. I am still Rogue Entertainment.
Exactly.
I'm proud to be. You gave me a home. You gave me a home here, and I'm I'm honored to be a part of it.
Wait, did he give you homo? Did I just hear that?
Yes, absolutely.
Homo by Stephen
we don't kink shame.
Oh, God. No, you
like to see homo?
Go off, and the coffee is brewed.
I love you guys in the chat.
Scream.
Thank you for being here, Steven. Thank you for keeping me laughing. You can call me. We're on the same team.
Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
The way to cut off Walter. Right there.
Love you, Steven. Love all you guys in the chat. Love you guys in the panel. Makini, thanks for having me, dude. This too shall pass, right? We are all here to support one another's ability to have our own opinion, our own disposition, our own likes and dislikes, and no one will cancel us. And if you feel that way, just reach out. There's a wonderful community of people here that support one another. And do not kneel. Love you guys. Absolutely. Be good to each other. Peace.
Thank you, Steven. Show back.
Hey. So I have a couple of streams to attend tonight. The The first one is going to be the weekly Rumble Tournament of Champions finale, where I'm going to face off against JJ Sith Lord, Anzo, and LDG Pixels. And then after that is the weekly. I believe we're going to start season 2 of the X-Files over on Latino Slant. So that's that should be around either 8 or 9 p.m. Pacific. But before I go, Cavatinho Che, I got to do it. No, the one up above it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Toss a coin to your stripper. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Fat Steven. Listen, man. I can't say enough. Your loyalty and just your incredible support is why I'm honored to have you as a friend, man. I mean that.
Great. I need that in writing so I can tell my mom someone actually cares about me. You do that? It's the truth.
Okay,
You think I'm lying here?
Okay, all right.
Dear mom, someone on the internet, not from Chatterbait, likes my friendship.
No,
thank you. Well, thank you, Makini. I'm honored.
Yeah. So you're not going to lose that loyalty or anything from me, man. You're not going to lose that from me at all. So
well, you'll know if you do.
I'll send your mom a text, Fat Steven.
Yeah. You know what? You can keep your battle buddy dick away from my mom. Thank you very much. Okay, I know where you're going with this.
I didn't say anything about that. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Why are you laughing?
And Fat Steven, I echo Makini's sentiments, man. You know, you're my pal. I love you, buddy.
I love you too. Now take your shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding.
The party
But
just started.
I appreciate that, but for me, it's just I came in as like just some guy in the chat. I came in getting the computer done. I'm now doing like the lunch tables and stuff. I'm trying to do my own little like game streaming and little like pop-up streams here and there, especially with the way things have been going the last 2 days. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how some of you guys do it. It's hard, but it's harder trying to figure out who's the real in this community than it is trying to get a video out.
Right.
And that's where I've been having like 2 weeks of hell. And I appreciate those words because you can see who gives a crap and who just gives a crap until they're done with you. Mm-hmm. And I don't have energy for that anymore. You won't care. You won't hurt me, but I will definitely be a thorn in your side. But you guys are all great people. You all do what you got to do. You should sub to my channel, whoever's left in the chat, because it's pathetically undersubbed. Because
yes, it is.
No, don't start with this. Don't do this. Say that for Rogue Entertainment. Don't do this. Gotcha. Call you Finn soon. But other than that, thank you for letting me on.
Wow.
It's been great. What? Finn was supposed to be a Jedi. Don't be racist, runner.
Well, it didn't turn out to be that way, did it?
You're racist, runner.
I am. I take responsibility.
You better take responsibility.
You should be a black and white runner if you're going to say that.
But it's great to know that you have great people here, and a lot of you have got to me where I am. I'm going to keep going forward, but Abby smash is all I'm going to say now.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Also, my tits. If anyone finds my tits, DC outsource them, and I would like them back for my Hulk body. Thank you.
He'll pay you rent.
I don't have money. What are you talking about this?
He'll pay you handsomely. I'm just saying.
Abby Hulk. All
right. So, I will post this. If not today, then tomorrow. Just see. Because there's something else I want to post. But thank you guys for coming here. Thank you guys for letting me at least air out my feelings towards just this whole situation, and at least let me finish this, because I figured that'd be the right way to do it, and that'd be kind of my way to kind of express it. But so expect a full post of that. I'm happy about this one. I'm happy about this one, definitely. So, but tomorrow, listen, I can't listen. I got a new video tomorrow, and I just want to let you guys know. Listen, if you guys need to get your Friday off on the right foot.
Whoa, brother, bro, phrasing.
I get off on the good foot all the time.
Why would you get off on the foot in general, dude? Use a Kleenex. Do what runner does. Use one of your socks.
I have a video tomorrow that I think you guys will like.
Is it about foot fetishes?
It's about this. I took all of my morning sketches and I put it all in one video.
I'll take the one in the green.
I love your doodles of color.
I got dibs on green girl.
That's killer instinct. But no, I have a video tomorrow. I want you guys to please check it out. It's a new format I'm doing where I'm taking all my morning sketches, put it all in one video. It'd be a good way to kind of get your Friday off on the right foot. So
there it is again. So everyone cover your feet. Makini is gonna come on him.
Oh,
Brony with a foot fetish.
Right now in Makini's brain is like,
okay,
Steven, everything I just said about you.
Take it back. Everything I said earlier.
Okay. Oh no.
What time?
To the window.
Because
10:30.
Because I actually go back to the
11 a.m. tomorrow.
No, because I actually go back to the school building tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. 11 my time. But today, after the gaming lounge, we're finishing our playthrough of River City Girls, which was absolutely a whole lot of fun. And we'll finish that up. And the next game on the list is Bayonetta, which I already have it downloaded and installed.
That one with the bat is yeah.
Would you say her to talk trash to you?
Wait, Makini, can I ask you a favor? Can you just can we see the whole body of that Gina picture, please?
Which one? Oh,
the other one, the whole picture. Like, let's see the bottom part of it too.
Okay, let me.
Oh, she doesn't have feet. I wonder why.
They're covered.
Yeah, I wonder why there's no feet on her. I wonder why there's no feet on her, Makini.
He only had the budget for so much paper. Okay.
Yeah, no. Where are her feet, Makini, and how stuck to the wall are they?
They have their own page, and it's stuck to the bottom one.
He's Makini. You know this happens every time, so stop going. You sound like a depressed Fred Penner. Fred Penner used to play a guitar. It was a kid special. Those that know.
Listen, guys.
I hit the desk in anger. Look at that.
No, I just
for excitement.
Oh wait, was that him hitting it, or was that him getting an erection? Because damn, bro, that's birthy.
It did sound like it came from the bottom.
Yeah, it did.
I'm just trying to find a clip to never mind.
There's no clip.
Phrasing.
Okay, fine.
Hey, phrasing.
Okay.
Put on the coconut and lick it all up.
Okay. Listen, I got some stuff coming tomorrow. Some stuff today.
Yeah.
New video tomorrow. Game stream today, this afternoon after the gaming launch at 3:45. For people who are asking about the She-Hulk that I put the sketch out on Twitter Tuesday. I will do a time-lapse video on that one for next week, and I'm thinking of taking one of my other morning sketches and turning that into a time-lapse as well for next week. So I have plenty of content as well. I'm still doing commissions. So I still have one commission I need to work on before I move on to the next one. Yes, Steven, you're still on the list.
Who are you yelling at?
Because I know you're going to bring it up.
I wasn't bringing it up. I didn't even think about it. You just fucked yourself.
Yeah, but you.
I'm not going to do it. Bruce is going to do it. I don't even have to worry anymore. I got a minion. I'm good.
I know, right?
Yeah, you don't have to pay him either.
No, but anyway,
Banana.
I got plenty of content coming, guys. Plenty of art content, and that's what I am. That's what this channel is. We're in our channel first and foremost. If you guys come here, if you guys sub to me, you guys sub for the great art. You guys sub for the great art. You sub for the person behind it. And yeah, I draw beautiful women because that still matters.
Absolutely.
Every woman is a representation of the other one that maced me.
So don't even. And also, this is expression to me. So
I thought expressionary was the feet part.
So yeah, I know I'm probably gonna get targeted at some point. And that's fine. I'm gonna say is I don't kneel. Unlike just like all Steve Walt says, we do not kneel.
But you're closer to the feet if you kneel.
Yeah.
That's more of like a begging position. It's like
Okay.
all the way on the floor.
My favorite video game, the next game Makini will be playing after the game he's almost done is going to be Toe Jam and Earl. Get it?
Bye, y'all.